we are going to be talking about something different.
Amazing.
Yes, amazing. So without further ado, good morning and welcome to our show. And this is the third week, friends. This is the third week. Ria and I were just talking as to where the time has gone since we started, started our show. But welcome. It's always great to see you. Always great to be with you. And today we are going to be talking about something different. It's a different topic, different conversation, as opposed to the last 2 weeks. Ria and I have been talking about our books and how our books really have been, inspirational both in life and in business. So today we're going to be talking about, the theme today is about money mindset, how you think about money. When you think about money, what really comes to mind? Do you feel happy? Do you feel joy? Are you calm, exhilarated? What do you feel? What are your thoughts, feelings, and actions around money? So today, Ria, what are we going to talk about?
Yes, Alka. Hello, guys. Welcome to our show. We are going to talk on Alka's book. It's Think and Grow Rich by Napoleon Hill.
Oh, yes, indeed. So Think and Grow Rich. If anybody has read the book, this book really is a game changer, is a life changer. When this book was presented to me, it really began to hone in as to what we really think about money. What are some of the stumbling blocks, even prior to reading this book? Did you have any stumbling blocks? Were there times when you felt money doesn't really come to me easily? So what are you supposed to be doing? What do you do? So chapter 1 that I want to share with you today is about success. Now, every one of us, we all have a different definition when it comes to success. What I love, and Napoleon Hill says, Earl Nightingale also is has mentioned this quote, which is so beautiful and powerful. Earl Nightingale says that success is the progressive realization of a worthy ideal. Now, let that sink in. Success is a progressive realization of a worthy ideal. That is so powerful, Ria. What do you think about when you think about success? What comes to your mind?
Well, thank you for that definition, Alka. Success for me is everyday progression of becoming the better me. As long as I sleep, and when I wake up the next day, I'm a better person. That is success for me. Small success will ultimately lead to big success.
Exactly, because you know what? If we are not progressing to the outcome, if we're not progressing and reaching to our goals, then we are not having success. But as Ria mentioned, we need to take those small steps, small baby steps along the way, so that every step, every increment that we take is success in itself. So celebrating, I love it when we can celebrate our small wins. We don't have to celebrate at the end of the year. We don't have to celebrate the bigger wins, because those bigger wins will come. But in between, why do we not celebrate our small wins? And many of us, we forget to celebrate our small wins. So the definition of success is a progressive realization. You are realizing, and the man or woman who realizes that he is progressing forward to his worthy ideal. And that is how it should be. So when we think about how, like, say, for example, a salesperson. Now, a salesperson, he has to, make sure that, his worthy ideal is getting clients. His worthy ideal is knocking on doors to get a sale. Oh, his worthy ideal is being on sales call, is how many calls he has towards his worthy ideal. And so I think that is such a beautiful example as of a salesperson, what a salesperson needs to do and how he can get to his worthy ideal. So
So
Rhea,
Alka, yes.
yes.
So for example, I would share my own experience. What I do every day is, for me, small wins are very important. So how do I do small wins? Number one, waking up, saying your gratitude or your prayer. Number two, if you're able to do exercise. Number three, reading a book. That those those things I do in the morning, if I'm able to do that, those are small wins. And then fourth would be related to my business. So I would look for apartments. I try to look at 100 apartment units every day. And how do I do that? Either I drive around in my neighborhood, either I talk to my agent, hey, do you have any apartments going on in the market, off market deals? Do you know of any? Or third, I would talk to my neighbors if they're interested in selling their properties. Fourth, I would look online to see, what units are available out in the market. Five, I would look at newspapers to see what available houses for sale and or for rents are. Sometimes for rents too. I would call them and say, hey, are you planning to just sell your properties to me, even if they're for rent? So when I do that, I try to look at 100 apartment units every day, even if I do not win any, which means I did not get any letter of intent accepted. Those are small wins already for me.
And that's a great point. But you know what? It doesn't matter, even though you did not achieve your targets. Like, Rhea just mentioned, even if she didn't get a client or she didn't get a sale of an apartment, she might have knocked on the neighbor's door. She did not get a sale. That does not matter. But what does matter, and what is the secret to success, is that we just keep moving forward. We just keep moving forward to the direction of our goals. And gradually, you will see that success coming. So, the secret sauce here is not to get disheartened just because you didn't reach some of those goals, but you are preparing yourself, you are progressing slowly towards that goal. So success comes to those, as we know, success comes to those who prepare. Success comes to those who wait, because they've done all the groundwork. They've prepared so much that, it's inevitable that success cannot come. So as long as we take those steps towards our goal. Rhea, you mentioned the point that if you knock on your neighbor's door, just like, the example I gave of a salesperson who has to go knocking on doors. So, some people might say, oh, but, I have a fear of talking to people. I have a fear of just knocking on the door. What if someone does not open the door? What would you do in that instance? Or what are some things that you can share, what you might have done?
Sure. So in the beginning, it's hard. I've got to develop thick skin. But if you're not ready to knock on doors, it's very easy to use a pen and paper, use a card, write down, hey, I'm interested of buying properties. This is my number. This is my email. You can contact me anytime. So what you can do is just drop that letter or card in the mailbox, or if you don't even want to go there because either you're afraid or you don't have the time to be driving around, you just mail it, and then it would eventually get to your neighbor. and that's all it takes. They'll call you back, or it may take some time for them to give you a call back. Or what happened to me too is that they refer other people my way because they get my card or they get my letter in the mail.
Exactly. And you know what, and that's a great point, because you know, I think oftentimes we are always so much in our head. Oh, how come if so and so does not open? Oh, how come if so and so, you know, the neighbor says, you know, get off my door, or what is so and so, you know, don't overthink. If you are interested in that property, just go, just do it. Just do it and then see what happens. So we have to develop that thick skin, and that thick skin can only be built over time. And it takes, like I said, you know, it takes those small steps, but those gradual steps that we just need to do, just need to implement. So if we are afraid to just knock on the door, as Ria mentioned, just, you know, leave your name, your number, so that they can contact you. If they feel they, you know, will be selling their properties, then they will reach out to you. So there are many different ways how to skin a cat. And so success, I really love chapter 1 about success, because we all have our own definitions of success. And success is all about, you know, it's not arriving, because we are always progressing, and as entrepreneurs we're always evolving, always, you know, improving ourselves each and every day. So it's a journey, and every one of us goes on a journey, so it's never a destination. So this book, Think and Grow Rich, is a phenomenal book around money mindset. You know, chapter 4 talks about faith. And as I had mentioned, like in my book, faith, as long as you have the faith, as long as you have the ability to see how you want to go, see how the future looks. And so chapter 4 talks about faith and the knowledge that you need to have to gain success. So Ria, any final thoughts perhaps that you might want to share also before we do close?
Yes, Alka. So for me, developing daily habits is already a success. Sleeping at night and waking up a better person than you were yesterday is a success. So we have to celebrate the small wins, small success, because then we will be able to get those big success. We cannot ignore small wins, small success. We have to celebrate them. I just recently learned that from my mentor, because previously I was not celebrating my, you know, small success of buying a single family home every day. I was never celebrating them. Because why? Because I thought that they were small, but they are actually very, very important. If we celebrate our small wins, there's more in life that we can celebrate.
Exactly. Having the attitude of gratitude and being grateful for what we have, and being grateful so that, you know, everything, you know, comes to us. And as 𝗏𝗏 says, you know, as long as we're progressing towards that worthy ideal, what the end goal is for us, then that's what we need to be in. We need to be in that spirit. So having the attitude of gratitude each and every day will bring more of that. So if you're wanting success, then, you know, just be mindful of what you're wanting. Always, you know, have your goals written down, and, you know, whether it's morning, noon, or night, you got to have your goals. So the more you read your goals together with the affirmations is going to give you the success. So chapter 1, it really has, you know, it is very powerful. This book in itself is just very powerful, and I'm excited to be sharing more of the chapters with you. But, you know, we have come to the end of the show, and, you know, tomorrow we're going to be talking about the book that Ria has chosen. So I'm excited to hear about that. But without further ado, we want to thank you for joining us every day. It's always an immense pleasure. We look forward to seeing you, and hope you will tune in tomorrow morning. And so it's goodbye from me.
Take care, guys. God bless. Happy investing. We'll see you tomorrow.
See you tomorrow, guys. Bye.